Okay, guys, back with another video. And the reason for this video today is that I haven't done a healthy eating video in quite some time. First of all, and if you guys know, I haven't given up. I have not changed my course on healthy eating. Just to share a little bit of information for you guys, I recently just turned 66. Somebody give me a shout. The big 66, August the 23rd of this month, just the other day, right? Happy birthday, Eddie. Happy belated birthday, Eddie, to you guys. But anyway, so I want to talk about the healthy eating. Okay, so the results of the healthy eating is the reason I'm doing this video. And again, I'm sorry, guys, I hadn't done one in a while. So I wanted to come back to you guys and remind you, stay on course. Continue to eat healthy. Stay away from the processed foods, the bread, the sugar, the sodas, all the stuff that you and I both know that is not good for the human body. It is not a overnight procedure. Take it slow, work your way in it, start dialing back on all the bad stuff. And all the bad food, for instance, like the processed foods, genetically modified, and all these things that you have read and you know as well as I'm telling you now, they're bad for the body. They cause a lot of issues in the human body that until they start tampering and doing things with our foods and stuff like that, it wasn't so, but it is now. 2026 is upon us. It's here. So we got to use this here. We got to think for ourselves and start eating better to make the body physically better. You feel better, and you also get a chance to knock off unwanted pounds. A little more than 3 years ago, I'm retired now, but I would say a little bit more than 3 years ago, I started on my healthy eating, and it's been, I'm gonna say, like I said, about 3 years plus easily. Before I began to eat healthy, I just wasn't really interested in losing any pounds or anything like that. My mindset was just to start eating healthy, to try to live a longer life, to physically feel better, and to be more energetic, and to even think clearly. So I did. I took off. In so doing, when I started eating healthy, I got away. Now, I'm not asking you guys to do this, but I did it. So I cold turkey sweets. That was a huge thing. I was a huge sweet eater, but I made up my mind. I stopped eating them just like that. Uh, the processed foods, a lot of things that's bad for us, I got away from that. I started eating a lot of kale, a lot of spinach, bananas, apples, grapes, strawberries, cherries, blueberries. I start consuming a lot of fruit. Okay, never ever ate an avocado in my life, but I did research on how great the avocado was for us. I started eating avocado basically without just continuing on and on and on. I dialed back on getting away from all the stuff that are just actually just bad for the human body. So when I did that, uh, I was not in the mindset because I didn't think I was really that bad of a size or anything like that. Because I always tried to be pretty watchful on my weight and stuff like that. So let's put it this way. Before I started eating healthy, here's what it was. I was, I'm gonna say in the area maybe 205. I'm 5'10". Thank God for that. I was wearing in my pants, I was wearing like a 36 waist and 32 length. However, didn't get any taller. I am still wearing a 32 length. I'm still 5'10". But my weight dropped from like, I'm gonna say in the area maybe 205 to I am currently, after 3 years plus, I'm like 167, still 5'10". Currently, I wear everything small. I had to change all of my clothing, get rid of all of my clothing because they were like 40-inch jackets, large shirts, and things like that. So I had to flip the script and buy all over. Currently, this is just a little simple, plain polo shirt, small. These are jeans that I bought from the Buckle. They are 31 waist and 32 in the length. Okay, so basically all my stuff now currently are small. Small shirts, small pants. The jackets went from, the maybe large jackets to small. So basically everything's small. I do want to say this here though, because I want everybody to notice it. I wasn't intending, my goal wasn't trying to lose weight. Change the eating. It happened. I didn't have to go get any shots. I didn't take any medication or anything other than just natural plant-based eating. I do eat a little bit of chicken. Now, every now and then I may splurge and eat this or that a little bit. Most likely though, I stay my course. Wasn't trying to lose weight. Currently, I am 66. Thank God. Ain't God good, somebody. 66 years old. 167 pounds, 5'10", small. I feel way better. I am way more energetic. I do a little bit of exercising. I stretch. I do push-ups. I walk a little bit just to keep some exercise flowing and keeping the blood flow. Healthy eating has awesome results all the way around, no matter how you work it. It works, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, start eating healthy. You must start here first. I've always said it is a mind game. You got to fix the mind here. You got to start there. Because if you don't, you'll start and you'll quit. So all I'm saying, if you want to feel better, if you want to be healthier in life, it's your choice. Do the healthy eating. It works. It's great all the way around. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Probably everyone will agree with me. It is the number one devastation for us all because it's so much that we eat has sugar in it. I remember I used to eat Lay's potato chips, family size bag. There was a commercial. Nobody can eat just one. They are spot on. I'd open a family-sized bag of Lay's potato chips. They were so good till I was nearly halfway through the bag before I could quit eating them. Okay? That's real. That's real. I didn't know when I eat potato chips, they're good, but they have a salty taste too, right? So salt, sugar, I had no clue that the potato chips turn to sugar in the body. A lot of the foods that we eat turns to sugar in the body, and it causes us great harm. I drop sugar like it was hot. I'm not asking anybody to do like I did, but I am saying it's great for you. As much as you can, get away from that sugar. Our bodies are addicted to sugar. I didn't know it. When I found it out, then it explained to me why I was such a sweet eater, huge sweet eater. Guys, let me share something with you right now. You know where I'm at. I wasn't a bad size, but I could sit in a chair and just bend down to tie my shoes, right? Come on, man, you know where I'm at. Right here, you know what I'm doing? Right here. I bend down to tie my shoes. I had some midsection here that I didn't want. But this gut right here didn't want. It was in the way. When I bent down to just tie my shoes sitting in a chair. Y'all know where I'm coming from. It was in the way, guys. Somebody know what I'm saying. It ain't now. Hallelujah. Thank you. It ain't now. All because I put in an effort to say, hey man, I gotta fix that. Another example. I went to take a shower one day, and I tell people this here. I went in the bathroom, I bent down to the cabinet, just down to get a towel out of the lower cabinet there. I could barely get back up. As a matter of fact, I had to just to put my hand on the counter to pull up. And I was like, oh, man, I've always tried to stay in pretty good shape. And I said, Eddie, you should be ashamed of yourself. That ain't gonna cut it. So I said, okay, I got to start doing some exercise. So I jump up, made up my mind. I'm gonna start doing the exercise, guys. And I started trying to do push-ups. And I've told this story to friends of mine. I got on the floor. I did like 3. You heard me. I said I did 3 push-ups. I couldn't even make it to 4. I couldn't even make it to 4. Man, I said, whoa. I roll up on the floor. If somebody had given me $1 million to do 4 push-ups, I couldn't even got the $1 million. So I said, let's make it up here, Eddie. I ain't gonna be able to do that. I got to do something about that. So I began the healthy eating. I'll get ready to close the video. It's a little lengthy here, but I want you guys to hear this. So I started my healthy eating. That's when the weight began to come off. I began to feel better. I was more energetic. I began to do more push-ups by the way. And again, the weight, I wasn't trying. The weight just began to come off all over the body. I want to give you guys a footnote about sugar. Here's what happens, and anybody that's done it will know what I'm talking about. When you dial away from that sugar, when you get the mind made up till you can kind of do a pretty good amount of getting away from sugar, it doesn't happen overnight. But here's what happens when you get away from that sugar. You will begin, this is the transformation, and I want to share with you guys. This is what's going to happen to you when you quit eating sugar. You will first begin to lose weight in your face. Listen to me. You know what I'm talking about. Whoever has done it. You first going to start losing weight in that face, in the neck area. They want to lose a lot of weight in the neck area. Comes with the territory. I'm working on that. But anyway, in the neck area, in the midsection, in the thighs, everywhere, all over that body. It's like stripping you from the fat in the body. I've always wanted to have a flat midsection. I hated the love handles. No matter how many push-ups I did, sit-ups I did, I couldn't get rid of them. Even in high school, I'm currently now smaller than what I was in high school. I'm 167. When I graduated high school, I was like 175. I couldn't get rid of the love handles. I hated them. I did everything, sit-ups, you name it. I couldn't get rid of them. Listen to me, please. Listen to me. Drop the sugar. Started eating healthy. Got with the water. No sodas. No carbonated drinks or anything like that. Hear me, please listen to me. Those love handles came off by themselves. This is not a bragging video. I'm just giving information on what can happen when you eat healthy. Again, they came off by themselves. I'm just kind of giving you guys an example. Not here trying to boast or anything. They came off by themselves. That fat around here, the love handles, please don't take this as boasting. It's not there. Extra midsection, rose in the belly, it's not there. Healthy eating, if you can get away starting with that sugar, it is magnificent. It's not an overnight process. Study, start doing research on what you should put in that body. Water helps the digestive system. There's tons and tons of things you can eat and be healthy, more energetic, and you'll want to tell somebody else, especially after you see the results. The unwanted fat, the fat you don't want, the size you don't want, if you want to change it, healthy eating, baby. Let's get it on. You heard it from Eddie. Comment on